I've met some fantastic people over the last few years working in this funny old game they call rock and roll, and sometimes from the absolute get-go, from the second and moment someone enters your life, you know that they're going to be some of your dearest and closest friends for life. And myself and the band Lost Alone, give it up for them, have been through every kind of high and low you can imagine over the last few years. Some dizzy heights, some very depressing lows, the full journey, the full spectrum, and every single one of those emotions and every one in between bleeds into this band's music. I think that's why they're so popular, that's why people connect and kind of really get into what they do, because they bleed emotion. They're the most honest, real, caring, passionate, soulful band I've ever met. I'm preaching to the choir, of course. I'm sure everybody in this room is a die-hard fan of this band. They're going to play for 2 hours. They're going to play almost every song that they've released. It's going to be very good. I've seen the set. You're going to absolutely love it. I know tonight isn't necessarily the the dizziest and craziest of parties. It's a kind of somber occasion in many ways, but that said, this band are full of nothing if not hope, and I think that whatever they go on to do, they're going to continue bringing excellent music into all of our lives. The purpose of tonight is to celebrate the last 3 Lost Alone records, the last 10 years or so of this band, to celebrate one of the most unique, underappreciated, fantastic bands in the world. I'm sure they'll be on in a minute, but in the meantime, I think you should, well, preserve your voice, don't go too crazy, but make some noise so they can hear you upstairs, so they know that you're down here waiting and that you love them. Give it up for Lost Alone. Make as much noise as you can. And without further ado, it's only bloody Lost Alone, isn't it? Give it up again.
On the sweaty leather sofa, we're Lost Alone, and we got another sandwich.
Live, yeah. It's live. It's a live sandwich.
It has been eating that since 2 o'clock.
Yeah.
Ooh, so it's not fresh anymore.
It's fresher than some, but yeah, it's got a real good vibe to it, and it's helped set the tone for the day, I think.
What is the tone for today? Are you feeling happy, or is it sad, or it's just that weird mixture?
I'd say it's a mixture, because I feel really happy about the amount of people over the next 2 days that are travelling from so many places, like Japan and stuff, to see us. Cool. Feels like so nice that what we've done has like affected people, but obviously feel like really sad that there's one more day after this of us 3 being a thing. That is really upsetting to us. I know, yeah. Yeah,
you can't, like, I stopped myself, I've just blocked it out. Yeah. I'm just thinking about the gigs and trying to play the songs well, and then I'll cry.
It's the day after the last one you're going to be in bits, isn't it?
Yeah, the day after the last one. But I'm just going to go. I'm just going to travel straight back to Scotland first thing in the morning and
pretend it's not happened.
Just look at my
pretend
dog.
That the last 5 years didn't happen. You never joined.
Never joined.
Was that a dream? Imagine if it was. You wake up in Scotland on Saturday and like you've just had a real long dream.
Yeah, my mum's just going mad because I've not hoovered my room.
Yeah,
for 5 years.
Yeah, it's like 5 years. So nasty.
What was it? It was a program in the 80s. Was it Dallas? Where it ended was that the entire series had been a dream of one person.
That happened in Home and Away at some point.
And it happened in the best programme ever, Sunset Beach.
Oh, I used to watch that.
It happened in that, but she woke up and it'd all been a dream. But then she woke up again, and her dreaming it had all been a dream was a dream. Yeah, it was absolutely insane. Yeah, I had a song called Sunset Beached, and I was part of SOS Save Our Sunset. Shapes and Screams, our album, is actually a tribute to it. It's not.
Oh, I believe that, and I like that.
Yeah.
That was an exclusive.
That was exclusive, yeah. Edit that so I didn't say it wasn't, yeah.
There's no point in me having exclusives now you've split up anyways.
Yeah. Although, you know...
What is the point? What are we doing?
Any of this.
What's the point of this? Why are we even sat here? You know.
This is for your fans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's like, no, like I said before, yeah, that is the reason that we've took a break in our extremely busy schedule to fit you in.
And don a dressing gown.
Yeah, the schedule's been pretty intense today. We've can't find a support act.
Sad boring, isn't it?
Currently missing in London.
Yeah. And he's ready to be on in 15 minutes.
You seem quite chilled about it, though.
Yeah, well, there's nothing really we can do about it. And really, I mean, we weren't having support bands for this because we sold it out. And I mean, obviously bands sell out all the time, and they don't just have support bands. But our vibe was that we're playing quite a longer set than normal, and we're also filming for DVD and a live album. So we didn't want let's get a bit technical here, all the resetting up the stage. We've set up and we know it sounds right. The people playing are to acoustic today and tomorrow.
Don't need that faff going on.
You don't want to share stage with other lesser bands, so you just get sort of like David,
who doesn't
turn up.
Even better.
Yeah. Well, we obviously love Dave. Yeah. We're worried for his whereabouts right now.
Will you not be a little bit cross when he turns up and go, Dave? No.
It's Dave. It's fine.
Expected.
It actually wasn't expected at all. Didn't expect it.
That's why it's quite worrying.
It's just worrying, yeah.
Like, obviously, if Dave is found somewhere dead, we're sorry.
We won't be posting this bit of the interview if that happens.
Yeah. In fact, just don't post that bit anyway.
Rest in peace, buddy.
Yeah.
Dark.
Just in case he is.
This is a
for all outcomes.
This is tribute to Dave McPherson show.
Yeah.
Benefit for his family.
This is what the point is, yeah.
Before I forget, I bought an aero because I want to see if that sweat thing actually happens.
Okay, well, what I'll say to you is this.
Yeah.
It's too small.
No, this will do it, but I can't eat this before I play.
Oh.
But if you want to come up after and see me sweat...
What an invitation that is. Lucky girl.
Yeah, I mean, seriously.
These as well. Got to set the mood, the proper Lost Alone mood, haven't we?
Yeah, they were on the rider last time, weren't they?
Yeah, they did. Yeah, we've gone today.
Yeah, even the riders.
Thank you very much for that. That's incredible. All right, if you want to see the sweat thing, we can arrange it after.
Yeah.
Should we point out what that is in case some people haven't seen it?
Yeah, if you haven't watched any of our interviews before...
well, it's just this simple. If I eat this, I will sweat from there.
And you've got a witness right here.
You've seen it happen, haven't you? Live. It's just mint arrows. They make me sweat
mint
intensely.
Arrows. Give them an orange arrow, standard arrow, fine.
Yeah. But
something to do with the mint.
It's just there's some kind of... I mean, let's have a look. Oh, read it upside down.
No, you're reading it upside down.
No, I'm not. You're Scottish, mate. You just say that's the right way around.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
You can't see that, can you?
If I can't see it from here.
Supporting farmers for better chocolate, working with UTZ certified support cocoa farmers. Find out more. Okay, I don't want to promote anybody. There's no warning may sweat profusely from the under eye area.
It might be your issue rather than the chocolate's issue.
It's maybe like the body trying to fight back against chocolate because I have consumed a lot, so maybe that's what it is. But it's weird that it's singled out the aero because I love an aero, but it wouldn't say it's my most used bar.
You can do it after it's fine.
What do you do with the bar?
Well, that's
how do you use it?
Well, like a drug user uses drugs, I use chocolate the same way. I use it for creativity. Some people used to use. I've never done drugs. People use drugs to get in a creative space. I like to just like go mental on Jaffas and then just like pass out and then wake up with a song. And then the come down is the aero. That's where you get.
That's why you get the sweat sounds. That not happen. Train spotting that happens. I'm sure. It's like Steve with an aero lying on the floor shaking.
It's happened. Yeah, I mean we've all seen what happens when I have a Fanta, but we won't go into that.
Oh no!
What happens when he has a Fanta?
We actually can't go live. We can't go live with that.
Is that the E numbers or the Spartamen or something?
There's something happens that it's
sinister.
It's very sinister. And I mean I'm not going to say what it involves.
Yeah,
it's too dark for these
the
times.
video would get taken off YouTube instantly if we.
Yeah, you can't.
If we start windmilling or something, no.
You can't. You'll never get close.
Windmill. A lot darker than that.
It's dark stuff, and it's something that should never be spoken about.
Yeah.
It's going to die with the memory of Lost Alone. The people on the tour, the only people who know about. It's a combination of coming off stage and drinking Fanta, and people like. It reminds me of the Home Alone scene where. Like Macaulay Culkin, Kevin McAllister doesn't want to sleep on the bed with Fuller because when Fuller drinks Pepsi, so it's not that kind of thing. Because what Fuller does, wet the bed.
He doesn't.
But what I mean is, it's the same thing as like when everyone sees me go for the Fanta, everybody kind of says, No, not the fancy.
Steve gets his own hotel room on those nights. Just to kind of.
I mean, if we're being honest, I get my own hotel room on all nights.
Absolute diva. Is that why the band's ended? His diva tendencies?
Yeah. The guys found out that when we were dropping them off at the hostel, because I've got this thing about there's no S in hotel, which obviously makes hostel.
So an S for Steve.
No. As in, so like when you get to a hostel, I've been known to be angry when I've not been told. So I'm like, there's no S in hotel. So they get dropped to the hotel, and I always get taken, like sometimes to a different city, where there's somewhere that is acceptable to my tastes.
Can I believe a word you're saying in this interview? Is it all going to be lies again? Who's this? Hey, he's here!
Come into the interview. We've been talking about you in the interview.
It's not a tribute anymore.
Stick your head in and say hello.
Just say hello because it'll work in the interview. Hey! He's alive. Hey! Right, have a good one. See you afterwards.
I love you guys.
See you later.
Thank God.
Yes.
Yeah.
Scrap that RIP bit.
Yeah, so
yeah, you don't want to be in a hotel room after Steve is a Fanta or an Aero.
a lot of the reasons for the different hotel is medical. I don't like to be around other people.
Yeah, purely medical that is.
Well-known condition.
Other people that on the tour, you know, you've got to
But
have.
it works well for everyone else on the tour.
Yeah, people need that break. People need that break from the intensity of me.
Like honestly, you share a hotel room with Steve. He's up at like 4 a.m. for a shower, and then he floods every single bathroom.
I've never not flooded a bathroom.
So then I get up, like put on my socks, and then walk in. They're soaking for the day. I mean,
it is a thing. Like I've got so. I wouldn't say it's a problem. It's a good thing. But the more extreme the night, and the longer the night, and the later you get to bed, the earlier I get up.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
It's how it happens. I can't. It's like.
I suck at dead loud.
It really is, yeah.
They are a loud band, aren't they?
Probably just a different mastering service.
I know, but they are known for being a hell of a loud band.
Yeah, actually, that's true. Yeah, Noddy.
Hell.
Dave Hill. Remember when Dave Hill out of Slade? Yeah. Are you familiar with his hair? One of the greatest hairstyles ever. It's the fringe that is.
Oh, I hate it. I can't bear it.
I dared you. I was like, get a Dave Hill. Mark got a Dave Hill, and I remember sitting on a bus with you, and you were just like grinning, and I was like, nah, it's really bad. It was a fringe that starts there, really sculpted.
Hill, yeah.
It was the Dave Hill. Dave Hill, what a legend.
Yeah.
It's a great Slade documentary where Hill bought a hat. This is so good because I'm sure he's intelligent, but he's one of the people who seem quite not intelligent. He's got that persona of like, and he bought a house, a massive house. Bear in mind he's a teen idol, mid-70s. This is in the documentary. He buys it. He's like very famous. He didn't bother to check. It was next to a high school for girls. So he buys it, and literally every day he comes out of his house, there's just screaming girls just going, oh my God, why has Dave Hill bought a house next to an all-girls school? And he comes out, he always wears full, like high heels taller than me. You know, he's in full 70s glam, coming out like a spaceman with that haircut, and there's loads of girls. He's like, oh, girls. Like,
He loved it really, didn't he? Obviously, yeah.
Yeah, he knew.
He knew. Yeah.
Now, are you ready for some fan questions? Because I've got to get some in.
You've not asked the question.
I don't think I have actually. Have
Have you
I?
ever asked us a
Probably
question?
not.
I want to put a caveat in there that I'd like to refuse if I want to answer.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
See, diva again. What's going on?
I think at this point, you can do anything I want.
Yeah.
Am I allowed to ask a serious question about why? Or is...
Yeah, but you won't get a serious answer.
Oh.
Yeah.
But you might get. You'll get. No, we can. You might get. We'll give you something.
Okay, I'm asking it now. Why?
Why what?
Why are you going away?
Because I've got to say this genuinely. For legal reasons, I can't really say the proper stuff. But it's effectively, we're in a bit of a crippling situation, and we felt that the only way to get out of it was to kind of disband the band. So
yeah, it's not like
this isn't
our
something
choice.
we want to do.
We weren't like happy about doing this, but yeah,
this is why we're gutted. You know,
yeah.
like absolutely. If anyone's ever been around us, like yourself, knows that this is what we are. This is our life. So we might seem quite jovial now, but we're just so heavily medicaled. So heavily. What am I trying to say? So heavily medicated right now that.
It's way to cope.
Yeah. We're literally like you can't see it in camera, but like there's a pharmacy over there. We've got drips and everything. The rider was
why there's no Jaffas.
One drip. We will provide the medication.
How much a drip costs.
This isn't something we want to do. We're absolutely gutted. We're gonna, it's just very strange for us, and we made the decision that what we didn't want to do. There were tears. We're gutted about this. Made the decision. We knew for a few weeks before we announced it. I wouldn't say we got over it, because we still haven't got over it, but we come to terms with it. But then I remember the day we announced it, I was on my own, and we were waiting, and we were leaving for Europe that day. No one was around. I was on my own, and I was the one responsible for all the social media, like the announcement, and then our PR was like doing it, and I felt, I was like, I just want to get this done and go to Europe. And then we did it, and I just burst in tears on my own. I had like a full breakdown, because it was like, it's out there in the world, and it absolutely gutted me. So that's the serious part of the interview. This isn't what we want to do. We were kind of hand forced, but
But it's the end of this chapter, but it's still an exciting book, isn't it? There's so much more that's going to happen.
There's a huge book, which now it's kind of like, I would say, we've always said that our band's quite like Lord of the Rings, and that in Lord of the Rings, in the actual books, there's the two towers, unlike the film, is actually split, where in the film you have it cuts between the two stories of Frodo, Sam and Gollum going one way, and then Aragorn, everyone else going the other. So it's cut in between it, because it's good for film. In the book, you actually read a whole book's worth of book about one story, and a whole book's worth of book about what the others were doing, so you don't know what the other's doing, whereas in the film you flash in between. So I see that as just the extension of our Lord of the Rings thing, where now this section of the book we're going off on, I'm heading to Mount Doom to destroy the ring, because I'm quite clearly the hero. Mark's Mark's Gandalf, obviously.
I'm going back to the Ents.
You're going
to hang with the Ents.
You're like
I'm just an extra in the Shire.
No, you're definitely a cross between Aragorn and the elf and the woman.
Back to Rivendell, mate.
Arwen, yeah. You're like a mixture.
Sorry?
Back to Rivendell.
Back to Rivendell.
No, you're going into the Undying Lands. Alan's basically dead.
I want to go and hang out with the cave troll.
Is that your dog in real life?
Yeah, the cave troll is. Yeah. We have a cave troll. Quote from the film, if you've not seen it.
I was watching Helm's Deep on repeat at 4am this morning. The Helm's Deep, just to get me in a vibe.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's just...
And then we watched Rambo on the way here.
God, that was good.
Did that get you like...
Seriously.
We had to watch the first half in
silence.
Muted. We couldn't work the volume in the van.
Shout out to band tours who provide the vans for a lot of bands. Yes. They're brilliant. We love them. But shout out to them, and then also make sure you hashtag it with this. We've had their vans so many times, and every time we still can't figure out how to get the audio on the DVD, and we smash it up. We go mental in it. We're like, how do we not know how to do this? And so we had to watch half of Rambo in silence.
Yeah, taking turns like narrating.
Guys are getting stabbed and there's no sound.
You want to hear that?
Why don't you just
you can't. Because we're in a luxury split of that.
There's people facing both ways. Yeah, you need to go like two laptops, like battleships.
And then you'd have to sync the play at the exact same time.
Yeah. But we've done that with films before.
Oh, we've done that.
Loads.
Yeah, we've done it. Of course we have.
I still haven't asked you any of the fan questions. How has this happened?
Have you?
Oh, no. For all three, what is your personal favourite Lost Alone song and why? And that's from Georgia.
Hostages.
From
the gallery.
Dave and me likes Hostages.
Great choice, Dave.
I like playing live. When I think of playing live, Do You Get What You Pray For? And that's my favourite, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it's like asking me, like, which of your kids do you want to kill?
Guilty. I've changed my mind. Guilty.
I can't.
Fickle, aren't you?
I mean, I could definitely say I always have more affinity towards the last song I wrote. Okay. And one of the last songs I wrote that the fans know is probably a song called Crusaders.
The one that's out now.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, and I think if I right now, if I wanted to introduce somebody to our band, that was like magic. That's the song I would like. I think on all our albums, there's always a couple of songs that I think, well, you could play this one to anybody, and it kind of encompasses everything. Yeah. It's got like a heavy bit, it's totally melodic, it's got like a choir or whatever. Yeah. And that to me sums up what I want people to listen to first of our band right now. So, yeah, I couldn't really choose a favourite, but that's one that I would say is what I would be proud to say. Listen to this. This is what our band is. Okay. Was
Bells.
Okay.
Bells.
Succinct. That was good.
Bells.
Straight to the point.
It's called The Bells, The Bells.
I know, yeah, but I call it Bells because it's my favourite.
Okay.
You know,
so you get the title wrong.
I'm that kind of terms with it.
That's
first name terms.
That's my favourite too.
First name terms, yeah.
This is one for you specifically.
Oh, yeah, I need to be borrowed.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. He's off. Oh, it's goodbye forever. Oh. This one's...
I feel weird how close we are now.
Yeah, should we...
Shall I actually get a seat?
Get in the mix, yeah.
Oh, I have to go there. Oh, I've seized up. That's old age.
I don't know if you can hear this song, but this is my all-time favourite song.
What is it?
It's by the Mini Pops. They were on TVAM. My mum bought the 7-inch single in 1987, and they're 14-year-old kids singing songs by people who wrote them under 14 for Christmas. It was an EP, and all the money goes to charity. And this song called The Man in Red, I think is one of the best songs ever written, and it's by a 14-year-old.
Best song ever written.
Honestly, it's incredible. And I think Lost Alone is influenced heavily by the chords of this song. It's really weird. It's like it was ingrained in my brain somewhere. I absolutely love it. So I've ripped this off a 7-inch because you can't buy it. I would never normally rip stuff. I've got the 7-inch.
Okay.
There's a photo of it on my Instagram right now, actually.
I trust you.
Yeah, you trust in me.
Right.